we go. Welcome back to East Coast DNA. I'm still down here in Yarmouth. We're still having a great time at Nova Scotia Music Week. I guess technically we're on the last day of like the conference and festival. Tomorrow's the brunch and awards show. But while I was roaming around and checking out what everything had to offer here in Yarmouth this weekend, I ran into a former guest.
Yeah.
So, funny enough, and I purposely didn't address this before I hit record.
What's that?
Michael Pinto?
Yeah.
We've been talking for like 6 months or something,
That's right.
and we've run into each other a few times. I've been to your show, you've been to my place.
Yeah.
But when we did your original interview, you were in character.
It was Penner.
And we never got a proper introduction.
I realized that too. It's like, oh, he's not going to know who his friend is.
Yeah, well, I figured it out eventually, but then I never confirmed it with you in person.
Yeah.
And when we were talking to James Hand yesterday, he was talking about and we were trying to. I'm like, I think that's so.
James is a good guy, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
So then I knew I had to reach out because I'd seen you around a few times.
Yeah, been puttering around this whole affair. It's pretty cool.
Did a little bit of volunteer, yeah.
No, I was just drumming for with Johan Black.
Oh, cool.
Thursday night.
Who all was in that set then?
We had like that night or just that band.
Well, with Johan, who was?
We had a bunch of musicians, the whole band. There's Juan's music, like Adam on some synth.
Yeah, I've seen Adam and Johan together and stuff.
Yeah, that was really good. And Andy on the bass and my buddy Lee on guitar.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, big full sound and.
Cool.
I saw so many bands that have like hip hop acts with bands.
Yes,
really
that's one thing that I like it. I mean, there's a place for everything. I like all the different music, but for these showcases, that's something that has been blowing me away. Is the people that have been the live music behind stuff that's traditionally not performed that way.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that all the way time through the year. I'm sure it's cost prohibitive.
Yeah, there's
probably a lot of logistics behind that.
They can kind of show up and do it either way. But
there's so many, like you said, I think maybe we're going to see that.
Yeah.
Maybe 2024, 2025.
There's been a really good response too. So I think people are going to keep it going.
And was there anyone new to you that you checked out?
Yeah, like that night, I think his name's like Ray Reeves. He also had a band that was killer.
That was one of the names that I wasn't really aware of myself.
Yeah.
And I happened to be nearby and I walked over and I ended up staying longer than I meant to.
That was
like, wow, it's phenomenal. Like it really blew me away.
Yeah, that was good. Absolutely something. And like that night, I've seen A-Tay and Jax a couple times. They were right.
They're always good.
Yeah. My first time seeing like a motorcycle.
Oh, really?
That night, and that was incredible. It was not what I expected. Like, right away.
They've changed a little bit over the years, but the performances are that big stage as opposed to what you may have seen, like similar to what you're doing these days with Leaf Green,
tramping into pizza shops and stuff.
Yeah, because they definitely came up that way, but they did good to adapt.
They really did. It's a great show. Yeah, lots of good stuff.
Is there anyone you're looking for tonight to look forward to?
Tonight, I really want to see Cross Wires for the first time.
That's on my to-do list, actually.
Yeah, and I'm going to check out Dee Dee Austin.
Yep.
Rachel from Leaf Green is playing with her tonight.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
That's why she's here. And,
awesome.
That's the two main ones. I can't really remember who else is on.
I'm hoping to catch up with Nork at some point, but they have a performance tonight too, so I'd like to try to catch that one. I haven't seen them before either.
You got like an itinerary planned out. You're like, this show's.
I pretty much just left this weekend loose, but it's been working out well. And I mean, you can't go wrong.
They've been spaced out nice. Like I'm able to see a few songs here, a few songs there, and still catch everybody.
Yeah, I didn't find the overlap was as hard to accommodate as maybe in Sydney last year. It seemed like I was running more.
Right.
And in Moncton, when I did those, it was all sequential, so you could actually catch every single performance. Nice. But it is nice to see that even though the rooms are filling, that if you can't get into one venue, within 5 minutes you can be inside another venue checking out somebody cool. And I don't think in these events anyway that you're ever going to be disappointed with the performance because people have been putting a lot of effort into showcasing.
Yeah.
So it's the cream of the crop.
That's right. Yeah. I've been blown away. It's really good.
And what about on the leaf green front? I follow your stuff now, so I know a little bit about what's going on. But you had a new member since we had originally done the interview.
That's right. We got a new bass player, vocalist extraordinaire, and that's going really well. It's really nice. Like my tunes, I'll hop up on guitar and do a couple tunes here and there. Now we have harmonies when I do that.
That's cool.
Kind of essential, so it's great. And we're putting out a new song very soon, probably in a couple of weeks.
Do you have any Glasgow gig actually coming
We
up?
do actually. I was going to invite you next Friday.
Okay.
I think it's at the new spot.
Yeah, actually, this isn't like an official announcement or anything, but a few people have asked me about it because I know I'm from the Glasgow. Above the spot, you had a bar in the past, so it's already set up and they've had a few events up there.
Okay.
So there will be listings for Vertigo as a new bar.
Right.
That is the upstairs of the spot, which
I think that's
for people that are aware of Shoebox, it's 2 doors down. Okay. So there might be a little different vibe up there than what some of the other venues have.
Yeah, is it geared towards like louder kind of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So Leaf Green can go up there and you guys can hit her hard when you get there.
Yeah.
See if you can test how loud will be acceptable up there.
Yeah, we'll push it to the limit.
I just did. I went to a Halloween show there that Adam McBain did. And Spicer, Frail, and Bomb Solid.
That's cool. I still haven't seen those guys. Really want to see the Bomb Solid.
Yeah, you'll. When you're coming down, get a hold of me.
Yeah,
I'll see if the boys are around too.
Bringing up another churro band too called Versus, which is like a really old, like back in like the Hubtown hardcore days. I feel like it was a thing, or maybe not quite that far back. But so they're gonna be coming up, and I think they're opening for Leaf Green or vice versa.
Cool.
Yeah, new stuff always just popping up.
And the churro scene seems to be growing.
Yeah, it's so funny, and I feel like it's all because of that pizza shop.
Well, that's what I was going to get to, actually, so no segue required.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, and if you actually go on the East Coast DNA YouTube channel and look in the live shots playlist and scroll down a little bit, I don't know how far back, but there's like 4 videos of Leaf Green performing in this pizza shop.
Yeah.
But you've been doing pizza shop shows.
We did some more. Yeah, the last one was incredible. Like there had to be 60, 70 people crammed in there. Around.
And I've noticed like the vibe, because it's such a small place, that there's a community of people building up outside of the shop.
Yeah.
So like everyone's.
I mean, you can
it's
go
like
outside.
A house party.
Yeah, you still hear the music out there. Yeah. And, like, you just kind of hang out. It's great. It's like feels like the best place to play in Truro for.
Well, I was impressed, and I keep seeing the new bills that you have coming in, so like I'm excited to see that. It would be nice to have more space to sit inside.
For sure, yeah. There's that back room that doesn't get much use, but I mean, even if it was like the show was in there, maybe people could spread out more.
And for the winter, will that kind of slow down?
It is gonna get cold, so you might try to arrange it differently, but we got one November 26th.
Okay.
I believe. Sunday, whatever that weekend.
Well, when it gets cold, you'll have an experience at Vertigo, so you can just bring the shows down to the Glasgow.
That's
and then when it gets warm, you can bring it back up to Truro, and you can bring people like Bomb Solid with you up there.
There's the band that came down last time was from New Glasgow too, I think, like a newer punk band.
I hope that I know who they are.
I think you do, yeah.
Oh, it's not the guys from Dinosaur Neil?
No.
Beach Babes?
Beach Babes, that's the one.
That's Nick Rocky.
That was super fun. Yeah. Yeah, they came down and...
actually, I did see that they went up there with you. Yeah, that's cool.
We'll get them down again for sure. They were a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think Glasgow's also just popping off people like crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to say that it's just those two, because I know there's a little bit everywhere, but it does seem that like the Pictou County area and the Truro area over the last 2 years have kind of a big bump.
Yeah.
Like there's always been music in both areas, and we're we're respectively each from those areas, so we know what those scenes were like historically. But before we had all the big break era, there was kind of a dip in a lot of that. Like, I don't know if live music was kind of fading or something, but
I think it was.
It's huge right now. It seems like it's bigger than ever.
It is. Feels good.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
I'm loving it. Yeah, you're loving it.
And there's so many shows this summer.
I think Yarmouth's loving it this weekend.
I do think they are. Yeah, and everyone's been super nice here too.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have any thing this afternoon that you're planning on taking into conferences?
I might check out a conference on like there was one I saw playing with tracks, which is what I had to do Thursday night, which is like it's not my favorite activity in the world, but if there's some tricks and tips for adapting to that kind of thing, or
that's what they're perfect for. To go in and just pick up. Like you might not sit in a half-hour session and remember 30 minutes of stuff you're going to reuse, but the 5 minutes might be enough to just improve your game.
Exactly. Just hear one thing. But yeah, other than that, I'm mostly here for the shows tonight. I'm going to try to catch as many acts as I can.
Perfect. Well, I don't hear too much noise in there, and looking at the amount of time we've been hanging around out here, I think that maybe the studio session indoors there is breaking up before too long, so we'll wrap her up here. You and I can go hang out for a little bit, and I'll probably be back before too long with somebody else. So thanks everyone for viewing. If you're liking the content, hit subscribe. If you head over to East Coast DNA on the YouTube channel, there's a lot of bonus content there as well. Not so much from this weekend, but who knows what I might capture this weekend. Hit subscribe and you'll be notified when new content comes out in the future. Thanks everyone. It never works shut off.